There's only one way to ethically make money, and that's to get somebody to agree to give you some of their money. You can't really print money, you can't really rob a bank, those things are illegal. So I'm gonna show you how you can position yourself and create something that a lot of people will wanna give you a lot of money for. My name is Chris, I teach business to musicians and creatives. I've grown my own coaching businesses online to over 7 figures, so I wanna show you how to do the same thing. So we know the best way to get money, obviously, is to get somebody to agree to give you some of theirs. The best way to get somebody to agree to give you some of theirs is actually this equation right here. We want to find a pre-existing problem that already exists in the marketplace and in these people's lives, and we want to create a solution so that they can get rid of this problem. If you can solve that, that converts into money. That's where they want to give you their money. Let's talk about the problem first. The problem is not something that we create. The problem is something that we identify that is already pre-existing in the market. The bigger the problem is, meaning the harder it is for that person to live with that problem, or that problem is keeping them from getting to a desired outcome they want for their lives, the more top of mind it is, the more likely they're willing to pay you and the more money that you'll make. So people make the mistake of trying to create problems in the marketplace or solving problems that people aren't really thinking about. I know this sounds obvious, but it happens a lot of times. I speak to some of my clients and they're like, I want to show guitarists how to play piano. I want to show guitarists how to record. It's not that there isn't a market where those guitarists want to do those other things, but it's not the most top of mind problem for them. Most guitarists want to get better at guitar. Most piano players want to get better at piano. Why are we cross-pollinating problems? Because now it's not the biggest problem in their mind. We're just trying to create these problems. And again, I'm not saying that there's not people that would buy that type of thing out there, but now you're creating more variables to have to solve. You have to first find a guitarist. Not only do you have to find the guitarist, you have to find the guitarist that wants to learn how to play the piano. So that's just creating more friction between you and the money. So again, we want to identify a pre-existing problem, not create a new problem. The second step is to remove that problem. This is where you can get cute and unique. What is the solution that you're gonna give them in order to solve this problem? And people like shiny, new, unique things. So if you can find different ways to solve a problem that already exists, people are going to be more excited to buy it from you. We all know that in order to lose weight, get fit, we have to eat less, work out. Everybody's tired of that solution though. They're tired of that equation. Every other new diet trend that comes out, everybody is buying. The keto diet, you can eat a bunch of fat and still lose weight. Atkins diet, other diets, like I don't even know, but like every time a new diet comes out, people want it because they already have a problem. That problem hasn't changed. There's just a new solution for it. And so we call this a unique mechanism. What is the vehicle? What is the mechanism that is going to solve the problem, but there's a new way of doing it? So if you want to get cute and you want to get unique and you want to get creative, this is where you create it. Don't create it here. We're just figuring out new ways of how to remove that problem. So again, like I just want to harp on this. We live in a world where there's tons of problems out there. We can't even solve all these problems. So don't create new ones. Just find ones that already exist and try to tackle those. It's just like if you wanted to get the most water, you wanted to get the wettest, like what do? You find a waterfall and you stand underneath it. Instead of trying to build a water hose, find a source, turn it on, like spray yourself, there's already an abundance of naturally occurring problems. Just stand underneath of it. By the way, this is every single business. We need to make phone calls. Phone. We need text messages. SMS. We need to get places. Cars. Our cars are taking up too much gas. Electric cars. So that's the new unique mechanism. Every time you come out with something new, it's going to be pretty and it's going to be shiny. How can you create something? So this is where your client or your customer is. This is where they want to be. This is their current situation. This is their heaven, their desired outcome. All you have to do is put yourself in between the two places and say, hey, I have a way to get you from here to here. I'm gonna give an example. I help a lot of musicians, so let's say you're a vocal coach. Your students are in a place where they're not hitting the right notes, they can't sustain, they're hurting their lungs, they're not confident, they can't get on stage, and that's what they want. They want to land lead roles, sing longer, and be able to perform without any confidence issues. So how can you get them from here to here the fastest? The faster you can do it, the more you can charge. If a personal trainer walked up to me and said, I'll help you lose 20 pounds, it's gonna take a year. You're gonna have to eat less, You're gonna have to do 800 push-ups a day. You're going to have to run on the treadmill for at least half hour. That is just distancing where I am to where I wanna be, because it sounds like a lot of work and it sounds hard. If a second personal trainer walked up to me and said, I can help you lose that same 20 pounds in 2 months, guess who I'm gonna go with? The second one, even if he charges more. He can get me the result faster, and that's what I want, is the result. So your deliverables or your solution is the stepping stones to be able to get them to this desired outcome. You do not want to necessarily always be talking and selling the stepping stones. You want to be selling the outcome, and you explain logically how the stepping stones gets them to this outcome. The huge mistake a lot of people make are they're trying to sell the stepping stones. I'll give you 500 hours of course material, 28 modules, 13 one-on-ones, 48 group calls. No, that just sounds like work. Nobody wants that. So if you're trying to hard sell them on that, they're gonna be like, this sounds hard, like I need to think about it. You wanna make the decision easy for them. They want the desired outcome. That's what you sell. The only time you explain these is so that they logically understand that you know how to get them to this place. This is where they're at. This is where they want to be. You need to create this bridge, but you need to sell this outcome and explain that this is the method that gets them there. This is where you get unique, is creating this method. So the traditional model is doing coaching one-on-one, you trading your time for money. You can talk about, I will give you these pre-recorded lessons so that you can rewatch them over and over. I'll give you group so that I can answer your questions and you can be around other people that want to learn the same thing as you. I will give you one-on-ones to fix those techniques. I will give you a community so that you can learn from other people and network with the same people, and you can message me at any time. So this is a different way of delivering this outcome. However, this is unique. It gives them more support, and it's gonna buy your time back from having to do constant one-on-ones. I want you to think about your market and who you wanna sell to. What skill set do you have? What kind of problem does that solve if you give them that? And who has that problem that's keeping them up at night? If you just solve those variables, you're gonna have something that people will want to give you a lot of money for. If you want help executing on this step-by-step, I'm gonna leave a link below for you to book a call and see if me or someone on my team can help you. I hope this was helpful. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.